What is going on, everybody, and welcome back. Happy New Year to everybody. Happy holiday season. Happy Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all of the things. Well, hello. We are back officially for 2025, and I'm really excited about this particular live today because not only do we have a brand new material, or not brand new material, but brand new colors we're going to launch, we also have some Christmas stuff and giveaways we got to talk about, and we might have a new person in the room. We're not going to embarrass her just yet, but you guys know how we do it in Siser fashion. Everybody has to be embarrassed at some point. So anyway, without further ado, let's kick off this year with a really fun project and a really cool material launch. But first, I want to go around the room. Then obviously we're going to go to you guys because I have to have you start already commenting in right now. I want to know not only what were the big Christmas plans, what were the things that you were able to do over the holiday break, did you get any time off? Did you get any time to craft, more or less? Did you get any time to work on that business that I know you guys keep talking about? I want to start this year, Patrick. I want to get the business going. Well, this is the year. We always do the new year, new me. Listen, that lasts a week. We're not going to do that. Let's build 2025 together this year. And obviously, we're going to build it with Siser, and that's the best part. So today in the live, we're going to talk about the new material. We're going to show you a little bit of the cutter. We're going to show you some things, give you a quick refresher and update on all things here Siser, and then hopefully by the end of this, we can give some fun stuff away. So good. First to get started, if you don't know me already, my name is Patrick Ali. I'm one of the lead educators here at Siser. Do all of the fun lives, get to show you new cool crafts, get to take some of the designs and inspirations from our awesome design team and all around Siser, compile them down and make really awesome video content for you. So make sure that you're following along over on YouTube if you aren't already. But we have a few people in the room just got to say hi to, hitting the ones in the twos and continuing into the new year. It's not even like it's a new, it's continuing into the new year, is our very own Adam Zippel. Say hi, Adam.
What's up, everybody?
Alrighty, and then you guys know him, the grammatical gatekeeper, the sultan of syllables himself, the one, the only, hanging back out for 2025. Listen, we have all the crews here, plus we added one. This is actually, I like this today. Hanging out with us and just making sure that grammatically I'm always in check, especially when we're live, is our very own Adam Sneath. Say hi, Adam.
Hey, everyone. Happy New Year.
Alrighty, and she had a little bit of an extended R&R over the holiday break, well deserved. You guys obviously know our maestro for any of our lives, our social queen herself, our very own.
Hi, Anna.
And
we seriously need to get something.
Hey, 2025 is also the year of a new catchphrase for Anna, and we have a new person. You'll hear her voice kind of in the background, but we have a brand new intern helping out with social as well. It is Myrna. Say hi, Myrna.
Hi, everyone. Happy New Year.
Nice. I like it. Way better than Anna's intro, but we're not going to establish and, get in between people just yet. Anyway, with that said, I want you guys chiming in. Let us know what you did for the holiday break. Let us know what you've done for the new year. Any fun projects, any cool things that you guys have done. We want to hear about them because at the end of the day, this is a live. We get to kind of catch up. We get to have fun with each other. What's up, Anna?
I kind of want to know if anyone got a Romeo or a Juliet from Santa this year.
Ooh, that's a great one. Yeah, so comment down below if you got a Romeo or a Juliet this year. And if anybody's got any fun stories, if you can write them out by the end of the live, let's look back at them and we'll see if there was any fun surprise stories with a Romeo or Juliet. Because I know that there was a few people that reached out to me personally, say thank you for obviously the creation and what Siser has been able to do for the cutters and the software, but said, hey, my husband or my wife or my friend or whoever gave me a really cool surprise, and I had one under the tree this year. So let us know, and as always, make sure that you're sharing across all platforms. If you're over on Facebook, make sure you're following us on YouTube. Make sure you're following us on IG. If you are on Facebook, make sure you're sharing this out with everyone, because the more people we get in these lives, the more opportunities that Anna lets me give stuff away. So I'm just throwing it out there. The more we can get, the more I can give away. But we'll talk about that at the end of this one. So it is time to officially launch the brand new colors here at Siser. Now you guys have requested, and I know you saw a video by Siser Italy a few months ago and said, oh, when are you guys going to get it? Well, guess what? The time has come for the official launch of the two brand new Brick 600 colors, Silver and Vegas. We're calling it Vegas Gold, right? Just want to make sure Vegas Gold. Okay, good. I want to make sure we didn't drop the Vegas on. We didn't drop the Vegas on there. So, brick, silver, and gold. These are two really awesome colors. These continue the lineup actually, and I got a little fun fact for you. So the original, we're gonna call them the double OGs. The original brick were 7 colors that you had. Okay, and then we added on some new colors and some fluorescence last year. That brought us to 16 total materials. So now that's total of, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 now colors of brick that you have at your disposal to make really, really awesome, really cool projects. So we're gonna hop into a quick project today and go over the brick, silver, and gold as I'm giving you, all of the fun facts, or the craft facts, if you will. So let me go ahead and grab, and I made a mistake, okay? I have my gold here, and I have my silver. These are our 2 rolls of silver and gold, what sizes they come in. So there's a 20-inch, which is what all of our brick 600 colors come in a 20-inch roll. And then you can also get these in a 12-inch roll as well by select locations so that you can have options. So whether you have something like a Romeo, a Graphtec, a Roland, whatever it may be, you have a larger format roll that'll work on a bigger cutter. If you do have something such as a Cricut, a Silhouette, a Juliet, that is where we're going to be using the smaller 12-inch rolls. So I made a mistake though. I'm not going to cut a fresh sheet off of this. I am going to cut actually I have one little sheet, thanks to Myrna, that I'm going to use of the gold, but I'm not going to cut a fresh one because I got kind of a straight angle and there's only a little bit left. But I'm going to show you how to use scraps today, okay? So all of you guys at home may have recently got yourself a Romeo or Juliet high definition cutter. You may have a ton of scraps at home, and we do a bunch of scrap giveaways throughout the year. What do we do? 4 a year, usually quarterly, roughly, which, keep your ears open for the next few weeks, as we might be doing one sooner as opposed to later. But I have had people ask questions, Patrick, when I have these scraps, what do I do with them? How do I use them? Or maybe my cutter doesn't work necessarily with the scraps that I use. Well, I'm going to show you a little trick if you have a Romeo or a Juliet high definition cutter and we have the ability to move those pinch wheels. So I'm going to go ahead in Leonardo Design Studio and I'm just going to show you what we're designing today or what we're creating today. So I took a different approach. We have Valentine's Day coming up. Most people don't want to label themselves as single or taken during the Valentine's Day festivities, so I just put hungry, and we'll check that one off for ourselves. So with that, we're going to do a single, taken, and hungry. We're going to make you a cool little bag, and I want to show you some tips and tricks along the way. But before we get in, do we have any big questions, comments, concerns, anything going out that we need to address while I'm loading this up?
We just got quite a few people in the comments saying they did get a new Romeo or Juliet.
Ooh.
So congratulations.
I love it. Congrats,
Friends
congrats.
that just said that. If you're not already in our support group, please join it.
Yes.
We can help you a lot there with any questions you might have.
And a little birdie told me, my boss who set up a meeting this week with me, we will actually be giving you some in-depth 101 content this year. This year for Siser is the year of content. It is the year of making sure you guys are educated on these beautiful systems that we've created, making sure that you're up to date and educated on all things here Siser. So we're going to actually start adding in some additional lives a couple of times every month. That's going to allow us just to get 101 in depth and answer all of your questions right off the rip so that you always can stay, as a Siser pro, because the more you guys are a pro, the more you get to teach people, the more that they get to buy from us, and the more we can teach them. So it all works out for everybody. But I'm going to load in my brick color. Now, anytime you are working with heat transfer vinyl, there always is a shiny or carrier side to your material, but then there's always a more matted finish. That's usually typically your adhesive side. So on a Juliet or a Romeo, on a Cricut, any type of cutting system that we have, we want to make sure that that carrier side or shiny side is facing down and we're cutting on the adhesive side. Now, as most of you know, that means another little pro tip that you have to have, and you have to mirror your images as well. So if it's not readable to you when it cuts, when you end up flipping that on over after you've weeded it, then now everything is readable. That's called mirroring, opposite. So I'm going to take my design, highlight everything. It's already sized appropriately of what I want anyway for this particular design we're going to make. And like that, I have now my gold layer that's inside my software ready to go. So now that I'm ready to go ahead and cut, what we need to do is hop back on over to the Juliet, do a couple quick little test cuts, making sure that we have our blade set properly, making sure that we obviously are setting our force the appropriate way so that we can get a really, really successful cut. So I'm going to go ahead into my cut settings, and already right now I have my force at around 35, which based on my tech sheet, we're cutting at right around 25 to 37. So I'm at the upper end of that, but what we're going to do is run a quick test cut, make sure that that's cutting out just fine. I'm going to grab a weeder. And then we can go ahead and advance that material, and we're just going to do a quick little weeding test. And it looks like everything weeded perfectly fine. And I got my little t-shirt shape. So, good to go. I'm going to just bring my blade into the position that I want to start cutting. Now, for anybody out there that might have just gotten a Romeo or Juliet, one thing to note when you are working with the machine itself is wherever the blade lands, that is what's considered your origin point. So a lot of times on a cutter, you have an auto feed. So a Cricut, well, you'll put your mat in, you push the button, and then it auto feeds into the origin. Well, what ends up happening is you have tendency to lose space, especially when we're working with things like scraps and understanding how those are positioned or placed based on a mat. With that, wherever that blade is or wherever I allow that blade to start, that is where my cut's going to start. What's up, Adam?
Quick question from YouTube. Is that design available in Leonardo?
This particular design is available in Leonardo, yes. This one is. I actually pulled this out. I was trying to find, right before we started here, find the design again so that I could give you guys the actual product code. But if worst case scenario, I'll post it into the comments right after the live, for sure. But yes, it is available. With that, now I'm going to go ahead and grab my blade is all set up, my material is all set up. I'm going to hop into Leonardo, highlight my design. Now there's two ways that we can do this inside Leonardo. We can either send our cut as is, or if you're mass producing this and maybe want to store part of this design for later and you only want to use one or two pieces at a time, you guys know that you can always use that auto weed box, and you can basically select the auto weed option. And then if you still don't see an auto weed box pop up, a little pro tip is click on your design and hit the command key O, which will shift your design up and over a little bit so you can get an auto weed box. So we're going to actually use that today. And we're connected, so I'm going to go ahead and run a quick area test. And as we go over to the cutter, a lot of people ask what that area test is actually for. Well, I love the area test because what it will do is not drop the blade down to the actual material, but it will run the outside boundary of my cut, which will allow me at a glance just to ensure that I'm not going to fall off of the material when we cut or anything like that. So you can see I did my area test. I'll do it one more time for you. And just like that, I know now my design and my material is going to fall into place. My blade's not going to track off of my material, and we're going to be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and send that on over to the cutter. And while we're doing that, I'm going to give you some fun facts that I got. I got some fun facts here for you on Brick 600 Silver and Gold. So with that, all right, I want to talk about this. Being that it's Brick 600, you guys already know, well, most of you know, but if you don't know, the 600 in brick is actually the metric unit, or the unit of measurement for the thickness of the brick. So instead of a easy weed that may be 80 to 110 microns thick, Brick 600 is actually 600 microns thick. So it's a really thick dimensional material for anybody that hasn't used those. I always attribute it, or I tell people, it feels more like a silicone, I would say like Nike logo, Adidas logo kind of on your garment. Okay, that's the way that I describe it to folks that are new to it. The cool thing is, obviously like the other brick, you have cotton, polyester, and poly-cotton blends. So have three different types of materials that you can actually apply the Brick 600 to, so it gives you a lot of versatility in what you can actually create with it. What's up, Anna?
Can you do an area test just right from the cutter, or can you only do it through software?
So you can do an area test only through the software. Only through the software. And what's actually really cool for this next one, because as our silver materials cutting, I'm going to actually show you guys what like the big benefit of that area test is. So hopping over onto the cutter, I have a piece, all right? This is one of my little scrap pieces of material that I pulled off. This was just an extra piece to a design I already cut. With that said, as you can see, doesn't always fit appropriately, and if I were to put it in between these two pinch wheels, what could end up happening is my wheel could fall off of my material. Well, here's the benefit of using the Juliet high definition cutter or the Romeo. On the back side of the machine, you guys know that there's a main pinch lever. This will actually open up those pinch wheels, which allows me the freedom to move them around. Well, what I can do is I can bring those pinch wheels closer to the edge of the grippy portions of my cutter, which will then give me plenty of room to run my material through it. And then all I have to do is I'll close my pinch wheels, Put my material right up against the pinch wheels, hit the up button, and just like that, I was actually able to utilize my cutter with a scrap without actually using a mat. So I can put it on a mat, go through the hassle of finding one, making sure it's tacky enough, and then putting it underneath. Hopefully it doesn't slip. Or I can just move my pinch wheels together a little bit and allow myself a lot more freedom. So now that we've actually test cut the brick material, what we're going to do is I'm just going to run this cut through. But I have inside Leonardo Design Studio the 3 squares that essentially make up this portion of the design. Well, with that, like I just mentioned, when you have an area test, it's the New Year's, guys, so you got to give me a little bit to get my marble mouth back on track. When I hit the area test button, you'll see now that this is going to give you a lot more of an honest review of if that blade is actually going to fall off my material, because I can load my blade up right at the edge here. And if I were to hit an area test, now I can see that my blade will actually fall off the material, obviously giving me not as great of a cut or a cut at all. So I'm going to go ahead and put my blade back in place, and then I'm going to simply hit Send Design. And just like that, we're going to send that one on over. And I grabbed over from upstairs, I grabbed a little scrap too, of red. We're going to use that for a little checkbox, just because it's a little easier. While that's cutting out, all right, let's get really quick, and I just want to get through just the time temperature, and then we're good. Sorry. All right, so with temperature, I'm trying to check Johan's boxes too.
You might cover the box that I need checking. So.
Bingo. Okay, cool. So with Brick 600, as you know, Brick 600 is a little bit different than your other materials. Because it's a little thicker of a material, it does require a little bit more time under the press. So Brick 600, right around 20 seconds. I always say 15 to 20 seconds. Personally, I use 10 to 15 for everything, and it works just fine, but we should always make sure that we're at least giving you the accurate numbers. And if you have an environment that works better for you or works for you, remember, a lot of times when we give you this information, this is to cover the entire spectrum of what can be created or what can be used in this material. With that said, 310 degrees Fahrenheit, which, quick calculation, about 155 degrees Celsius. Somebody fact check me. Is 310 Fahrenheit, 155 Celsius. We'll get to that in a minute. And, oh, it is? Yeah, dude, see? The brain's working for the new year. I like it. All right, with that said, too, the pressure on this is medium. So we've talked about that in past lives. You guys can always reference that material back of how to set your press for light, medium, and heavy pressure. With that, which hopefully this is your answer, Anna, as well, layerability. There's only certain instances that we can layer Brick 600. Number one, if we're doing the embossed method and it's a bottom layer, or if we're using that fake knockout method. So Lily has an awesome blog that she wrote. I think that thing's dated like 3 years now, and we still reference it a ton. It is how to fake layer. In any software that you're using, just fake layering your design, what that actually means. So head over to www.siserna.com, siserna.com. Go over to the blog section and type in fake layering in the search box, and you'll be able to find Lily's blog. And then the actual peel on this one is cold, which is what we're going to see here in a minute. So I have another scrap of red. I'm just going to put that up against my pinch wheels that are already set for me. Make sure that that is there. Good to go. And then I'm going to simply cut out our little checkbox. So I'm going to go ahead, do a quick area test, because I always do with a scrap, because you never know what's going to happen, and then hit cut. So now we can get into weeding this design. But while I'm weeding it, why don't we go ahead with some questions? Did I answer it or no?
No.
Oh, so
One
close.
you missed. Can you use a laser cutter to cut brick?
Ooh. Anna, can you use a laser cutter to cut brick?
Yes, you can.
There we go. Thank you. Yes, you can. And actually, I will say our friend Stephanie, so Stephanie says, she does a lot of laser stuff. She's been testing and trying some different things out, and they have come out absolutely beautiful from what I've seen. So,
Can you also just recap what new material they've launched and what the colors are?
of this one itself, yep. So for anybody that's brand new, that's just popping in, or anybody that's hashtag replaying right now, we are launching the brand new Brick 600, so Brick 600 in silver and in Vegas gold. So we're very, very excited about that. And actually, the silver to me has a little bit of a, I don't know if you noticed this too, Anna, it has kind of more of like a reflective top to it. It looks really, really cool. So go ahead and peel that. It's a perfect peel. And there we go. Beautiful. All right, and then I'm going to go peel out these squares. Done, done. So there's one part of my design. Go ahead and grab the check mark. This is going to be another part of my design here. What other questions do we have while we're in? Oh, actually, Adam, this would be a good time. Let's go back and see if there's any fun stories from Christmas of getting Romeos or Juliets.
One thing in the meantime, Tony
Yeah.
chimed in and would like for you to explain a little bit about the changing of the processor that people with Leonardo might be getting an email because that's changing.
Oh, of the payment processor? Yeah. So Tony, I know, can put more details down in the comment, but guys, as just a general overview for us here at Siser, we are changing payment processing. So you may get an email or already have gotten an email. I know we fielded a couple questions already over on the Siser North America support group, which is a great resource. So if you aren't already a part of the group, as Anna said before, Siser North America support over on Facebook. Another great resource over on Facebook is Swift Creek Customs as well. So Ellie Mae has a great group that's actually all surrounding our products as well. So there's a lot of great information in there, and I know that she is in tune with Tony when it comes to that. So yeah, we are changing payment processors, so that may trigger you to have to take action on your account. If it does, no worries. We're gonna walk you through. I know the email is pretty explicit to walk you through exactly what you need to do. And if you guys ever have any questions or need any additional help, you can always reach out to us at support@CiserNA.com. That is the greatest resource via email that you can get with our support team. Talk to the ladies over there, and then we'll get you back up and running ASAP. All right, so we got the gold design. I'm just going to go ahead and take out a couple of little cavities that are here, and I think that that's really it. The rest is just peeling. So peeling method for 2025. I say this every year at the beginning of the year. When I peel any type of material, a lot of times I like to start it with the flattest portion, so just one of the edges. And then as I walk this material, I walk it from corner to corner, which allows me to, or at least I feel like, when you get to things like an N or a G that have these little cavities that have tendency to hold the material a little bit longer, it really seems like it helps work through some of those portions so that you don't actually cut or rip up your material. And then there you go. Just like that, we are good to go. All right, let me get rid of some of this stuff so we can actually start applying. Now the bags we're going to use today, shout out to our friends over at Sanmar. Thank you so much. Still working through these bags from last year. That's how many they sent us, because they're like, hey, the people want the drawstring bag. Only pro tip, let's put a hoodie on it next time, because I think it would be cool. I got to give a little feedback, right? All right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to load up my garment on my heat press. I'm just going to make sure that when I am threading this over onto my heat press, or I'm putting it on my heat press, number one, I'm looking for the centering indicator. So as you guys know, when you have something like a t-shirt, Adam, in here, I'll put that right there so you can focus in on it. When you have something like a t-shirt, a lot of times you have a collar that may be slightly shifted, off track. You might have a part of your actual garment that needs to be adjusted in some way, shape, or form. So with that, I always look for like the center point of my design. Now a hoodie is really easy because we got this great pocket right here. So I'm going to actually center my design to the pocket because I am going under the assumption in my brain that this is as close to center as visually pleasing, should we say. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do a quick pre-press on it. Allows that cotton material or any of that material to kind of shrink, draw out all that additional moisture that can build up behind our adhesive, and then give us a really great, flat, hot surface to work from. You got something, Anna?
I'm jumping the gun a little bit.
Okay.
Can you repeat this when I say it? But the question is, what happens if you apply too much pressure or too little?
Ooh, well, why don't we do this? Why don't we apply this, and let's just overcook one and see what happens. You guys want to do that? Is that cool? You guys? Okay. Usually everybody gives me like a face when I say those things. But let's overcook it. Let's see what happens so that you guys have that information. Now, you got a carrier that's covering your material, so you don't necessarily need something over it. However, I always like to make sure that I do, because somebody will inevitably call me out and say, hey, you didn't use a cover sheet. And Tracy, yeah, Tracy. So with that, this is 20 seconds on the press itself. However, in between each press, I'm only going to go a few seconds each. And really what that's allowing me to do is to cool each layer, because as we said, it is a cold peel or a cool to the touch. It'll allow me to cool each layer. It'll allow me to reduce as much shrinkage as possible within the actual fabric itself. So as I get into multiple layers, I'm not going to have anything misregistered. But we can see what that peel looks like. So there is that. Oh, I got to face it towards me, right? Yep, sorry. There we go. So now I can take that, do a quick peel, and look at that. I will say, though, this material feels, and I don't know if you guys have experienced this too in the room for anybody that's used it, feels a lot like peeling Easy Weed when it's ready to peel. It's so smooth. It's so smooth and easy, man. Shout out Adam's cameo. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in my check boxes first because that'll help me line up each of these. Oop, got to cut a little piece off. All right. Let's go ahead and line those up with each of our options. Perfect. And so here's another cool reason for a cover sheet. So I know Adam's over on the heat press right now. Now this is a static carrier, so that means I can move this all over the place. So tendency for a lot of people is to bring their heat press down fast. Well, as you can see, with a little air behind it, it has a tendency to shift. So what we have to do is if we actually utilize our cover sheet to help weigh down the material that we're going to press, it's going to reduce a lot of that from actually shifting our end result or our design. I'm going to press that out for a little bit here. Ooh, I got Farmington, New Mexico calling me. Should I answer it on the live? Farmington, New Mexico's calling. Should we answer it? It's probably my car insurance has been extended on my Jeep Wrangler that I don't actually own, but it's fine. 2025 scams are coming. Oh, that's another thing, guys. We got to mention it early in 25. You know, anytime I say giveaway, winner, don't spam people. You guys know you're inevitably going to get spammed with something. Guys, double check the profile. Please double check the followers. When you are getting any of that stuff, keep yourself safe out there. Siser, unfortunately, we're not responsible for anybody creating fake accounts and trying to get that information, but we try to reduce it as much as we can with a partnership with you guys, our audience, to make sure that you're not just clicking random links. We will never send you a link to click on. We will always send you an email. And if that email contains a link, it'll be from one of us. You can always verify. You can always cross-reference if you never feel safe. But let's keep ourselves safe out there in 25 this year and not fall victim to any of those. Here's the cool part. As I'm getting into the check mark, so there's two things we're going to do. I'm going to use a piece of tape for this one just to make it a little easier to keep that on down. Cool part about brick, because it is a dimensional material, it's a lot easier to layer because I can kind of fit each of the pieces into a cavity, and they almost sit into the cavity really, really well. So it makes it a lot easier to actually layer this. I'm going to use just a small piece of heat tape so we don't get any big shifting or any major shifting in this check mark, as we want that to press pretty clean for ourselves. So I'm going to go ahead, tape both, cover with the cover sheet, and we're going to apply this for, again, another like 8 seconds or so. And it's really just to loosen that material up from the carrier so that we can peel that carrier off. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and cool this one off. Really need a cooling block in here, or like a blower. Gotta find something. If you guys have any good brands of cooling blocks as well, please let me know. Cooling blocks, I know they have those little air blowers now. We just need something fun in here. All right, this is not quite down yet, but what we can do is a little trick, is I can go ahead and start peeling. So this portion of my design is not down, probably because the brick is a little close to this theme here. So what I'm going to do is I'll actually start at the top, make sure that we're peeling, which it looks like we're peeling clean there, and I actually work my way down to the bottom of that, not worrying if it's not applied all the way just yet, because we're going to fix that here in 1 second. Now that I was able to get the carrier off, I can go ahead back to my press one last time, and then make sure that I cover it up, and then we're going to solidify all of these layers in for a few seconds, which will then give us a really, really fun end result. And there's no movie magic. I'm going to say there's one made here, but I'm telling you that so I can't fake it. So if this one's messed up, then it's messed up. All right, and just like that, single taken or just plain out hungry. That's our Valentine's wish this year for anybody out there that doesn't want to spend the time, if you know what I'm saying. All right, cool. That one good? Like it? Yeah? Cool. All right, let's overcook one of these and let's see what happens. Let me see what kind of material I got down here. There we go. Shout out to Luis from Italy for giving us some of these little academy things. All right, I'm going to take, here's the cool part about the Juliet 2. I'm going to show you something that's fun. You guys know that that play button is real. What was the last part of the design that we had cut, which is our checkbox? So what I can actually do with my cutter now, go in, have my material loaded, hit that play button, and now it's going to recut the last known design that was finished on here, which was my little check mark. So let's go ahead and cook this. How long are we cooking this for, Adam? How long do we want to break it?
Let's start at 60 seconds.
60 seconds? Okay, cool. This is going to be like every episode of iCarly where Spencer catches something on fire. I know it. Shout out to iCarly. All right, you want to go 60 seconds?
60 seconds, yeah.
All right, let's go.
You're responsible for the results now.
Yeah, Adam, I'd like to take this moment to say that Adam Sneath is responsible for any results, whether there's a fire or anything in here. All right, cool. So we're going to go ahead and cook it. I'm going to cover it just so I don't ruin my press, and I'm going to bump the pressure up a little bit. All right, we'll let that go for 60 seconds. Let's recap really quick one more time what we did today. We had launched the brand new Brick 600 Silver and Vegas Gold colors, brand new to the lineup, which brings us up to, what did I say, 18 total? I think it was 18 total. Yes, 18 total now brick colors that you can utilize. That's from your basic, your red, white, green, blue, yellows, all the way to your fluorescents and pink, green, blue, and some other stuff. And then now we're adding in Vegas Gold and the silver, which I think is really, really awesome. 24-hour wait time after wash. Machine wash on cold, use mild detergent. Guys, when we talk about these things, we're not just telling you this because it works for you and didn't work for the last person. We have enough data that says, hey, when we're machine washing these at certain times, temperatures, and certain fabric softeners, that material has tendency to fail. And that's any adhesive material, whether you're using vinyl, DTF, you're using screen print, they all have early failure rates. And the more that we're not laundering properly, the more opportunities that we have to actually have those fail. So let's go ahead and let that cool off really quick. Do not bleach or dry clean. Dry on normal settings. Wash regular or inside out. So that's kind of cool. Most of the heat transfer materials that I've ever used, from when before I started at Siser and even now, when I use some specialty type stuff here and there, washing inside out or washing regular. It's a nice one. Then you don't have to worry about it. No liquid fabric softener. And then also, like we said, 310 degrees for your time, 20 seconds on the pressure. Sorry, 310 degrees for the temperature, 20 seconds for the time, medium pressure, and a cold wash. Okay? All right, we think we're cooled off enough? Let's see what happened after 60 seconds. Oh, man, it ruined the whole thing. 0 damage. 0 damage. So that just shows you the durability of Brick 600. Now, the cool part is we have a very controlled environment. If you are somebody that has a mini press or a Cricut home iron press, or maybe you're using your regular home iron, obviously times and temperatures vary. If you're using, like on a Cricut mini press, if you're using 1 bacon, that's probably good enough for this, but most people use 2 or 3 bacons. Those are those little lines that light up. Those can have tendency to overpress or damage your material during pressing. So just make sure that you're testing everything that you're doing all the time. Make sure you're in a test environment at least to start. What's up, Anna?
What does happen if you do overcook it with ghosting adhesive?
So I have noticed that, because I've tried this a couple of different times, I'm just happy that it worked out really well. But we have had some mild ghosting, meaning that the material will lay down like a thin layer of adhesive and then shift. So you'll actually be able to see that adhesive. And sometimes it can shift a whole design, which if you get like a double press on accident and it shifts your whole design, you could see an entire design of adhesive and then have your actual heat transfer material kind of off or displaced from that. That happens quite frequently. The other thing that I did notice is if you overcook, and I was using a home iron at the highest setting that I possibly could and just letting it sit to see what happens, I have seen some burn marks and scorch marks in the material itself. So make sure that we're not using anything too hot. Grab a heat gun from Home Depot, from Amazon, from Walmart, wherever you need to. Hit those heat apparatuses with the heat gun so that you know what kind of time and temp, or at least you know what kind of temperature you're working with. What's up, Adam?
A question from Facebook. Did you notice if the the Overcooked one was any flatter than the other design.
It did have tendency to flatten out. However, the one that I overcooked was done on like a felt material when I tested it. So part of that could be that it's giving some impressions into the material itself. If it is a thicker, so a felt material like a strip flock kind of material, it can have tendency to flatten into it. I don't know, is that actually flattening the material itself out, or is that just impressing or essentially debossing into a garment or an item? I'm not sure yet, but we'll ask Tracy. That's a good one for Tracy to see if she noticed anything. But you know us, we give you the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. We want to show you the entire process all the way through and give you everything. So we got 2 of these fancy schmancy bags made, so we're definitely going to have to, we'll figure out what to do with them. But what should we do, Anna? You think we should get into some giveaways now? Okay, Anna's texting. This is the first live that I've done. She's sitting there texting, not even paying attention. So I'm trying to throw her off of her game today. All right, you're welcome. So let's start with the brick silver and gold giveaway, okay? This one we're going to do live, right, Adam? You got it queued up? Cool. So with that, we are doing 3 winners, okay? And these will span over Facebook and over YouTube. So Facebook or YouTube can win. I know that there's going to be 3 additional winners potentially over on IG later on this week, but I'm not going to say much about it until that's ready to go out. But with that said, we're going to do 3 winners. These will come from both Facebook Collective and YouTube Collective. So if you win, we'll get into how you actually how you actually get your giveaway pack here in a minute. But these will include sample sheet of brick silver, sample sheet of the brick gold, Vegas gold. Ooh, mismarked on here, salt in the syllables over there. Oh no, you wrote this email, never mind. You got to check Anna's emails, dude. A sample sheet of brick white. We're going crazy for 25. A sample sheet of black brick. That's awesome. And then a sample sheet of pink fluorescent. And also, if for whatever reason we run out of pink fluorescent, we're always going to throw something else in there. Don't worry about it. We'll get you covered, guys. And then we'll give you a slap band, easy weed swatch ring. You get a brochure, which is great information. The brochures are awesome because the inside of the first page actually gives you time, temperature, and pressure settings for all materials here at Siser. It's a great reference, a great cheat sheet, and I believe it's downloadable over on the website too. So with that, Adam, you get to pick the keywords. No, you know what? Let's let Myrna pick it today. You get to pick the keyword that they have to type in to enter this giveaway.
Let's go with New Year.
New Year. That's perfect. New Year. So New Year, let Adam type it in really quick, and we'll get the giveaway going. New space year? Okay, perfect. Thank you for the clarification on that. The giveaway tool we use is like keyword specific, so that was a good indicator. All right, let's see. Oh, we got quite a few entries going on right now. New year, new year. And we'll give you guys, I don't know, what do you want to do, like 30, 40 seconds or so? Let's try to overcook the material, and then when it's done, that's when we'll pull it. We'll just keep trying to cook it. That's good. Hey, listen, but it's good. It's good to show, hey, if there's a problem, or if there's something that we can show people how to workshop themselves or fix, then we're just giving the info to the people.
You're giving me a hard time.
Okay, so also don't, no, I'm just kidding. Also don't care now. All right, New Year. There's a lot of you guys entering right now. Oh, my God. Oh, I saw somebody try to enter twice. I saw it. All right, we got about 15 seconds or so left. All right, cool. Oh, I can actually give you guys this as well. We have some data on the cutting, too, for these. So Romeo and Juliet, if you are a Romeo or Juliet user, force is right around 25 to 37. So somewhere in that ballpark will get you by. For any of my Cricut folks, if you're using an auto blade, standard or fine point, cardstock or light cardstock plus is the settings that I'm given here. Silhouette, if you're using an auto blade, force of about 20, speed of 8. And then Brother Scan and Cut, auto blade 7, speed of about 1, and pressure of about 2. Just so you guys have that data too. I mean, I'm trying here, but I'm not successful today. Well, it can't be broken. That's all we know. The brick can't be broken. All right, so let's go over now to the giveaway winner. So we're going to pull the first one right now. Ready to go? You let me know when you're spinning.
Spinning now. All right, we have our first winner.
And they are?
It is, and apologies if I mess up any names.
As always.
Juanetta Jeffries.
Juanetta Jeffries, congratulations, congratulations. Does it say Facebook or YouTube?
Facebook.
Okay, so that's on Facebook, cool. All right, let's pull another one.
All right, give me 1 second. Let me just write this down.
Okay, yeah.
Just in case.
And also a reminder, US, Canada only.
Oh, yes. Also a reminder, U.S. and Canada eligible only. Correct.
And can you repeat the silhouette settings?
Yeah, silhouette. So what I have on here, auto blade, pressure 2, speed 1, auto blade 7. Oh, no, sorry, you said silhouette, right? Sorry. Auto blade, force of 20, speed of 8. I was reading scan and cut. All right, you ready for the second one?
Yep.
All right, so for the second one of the silver and gold giveaway packs is... All right, go for it.
On YouTube, Becca23.
Alrighty, awesome. Becca23, congratulations, congratulations. Stick around, everybody, because we have another giveaway. Plus, I shouldn't have said that too soon. Got another giveaway. Plus, I want to make sure you guys know how to actually get these prizes too. All right, so for the third one.
The final winner on Facebook is David Stockdale.
David Stockdale, congratulations. Congratulations to all three winners. All of you will be getting a prize pack. I got one kind of packed up right now, but there's a ton of stuffs in there. There's all the stuffs in there. Silver and gold, brick, all the fun, all the fun, all the fun. All right, so congratulations for you guys. To actually get the giveaway, we need everyone to reach out, and we'll put it in the comments on both platforms. We just need you to send us an email to social. Sorry, we're going to do social. social@caesarna.com. So that's social@siserna.com. We'll ask you for your address. That is it. We don't ask for credit card info, guys. We don't ask for anything. We don't ask you to click a crazy link that might go to somewhere else. That's not our vibe here. What we want to do is a safe, healthy giveaway. So make sure that you reach out to us over at social@caesarna.com. We'll make sure to get that info from you and get your giveaway pack out to you super, super fast. But before we leave, we had a little bit of a giveaway thing going on, I think, around the holiday break that a lot of people, from what I understand, entered. It looks here 64.8 million people entered this. Sorry, that was just 68. I added a couple zeros. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But we had a really cool 12 days of Christmas giveaways. And I have a sheet right now that I had printed out earlier that has 3 winners over on Facebook and 3 winners over on IG. So we should probably review really quickly what all comes in that giveaway. Because from what I understand, and you guys correct me in the back, third place, we're winning some materials, right? We're having some fun. We're winning materials. We're keeping it simple. Second place, which is pretty cool, you get that same material pack, plus if you're over on Facebook, there's a Romeo that you're getting, and if you're over on the IG or the Instagrams of the world, there is a Juliet that will also go with that material pack, but that is not all. First place is lucky enough as a grand prize winner of the 12 days of big Christmas giveaways, whatever we named this a month and a half ago that I don't remember off the top of my head right this moment, but the grand prize winner will not only get the materials, not only get the cutter, that is according to your platform, so Facebook, getting a Romeo, IG, you're going to get a Juliet, but also you are getting the brand new high definition cutter stand by Caesar as well. So not only do you get a cutter, not only do you get materials, but if you're that grand prize winner, you also get the brand new stand that we just launched. You guys already know we did a whole live on them. It's a very eco-friendly stand. There is no screws or bolts or nuts. Everything goes together like a puzzle piece. It's very eco-friendly. It's very healthy on the environment too. That was the way that we were able to manufacture this. Keith and I did a whole live on it, so you guys can go back and reference it. We got content over on YouTube that Adam cameoed in on this one instead of the ones and twos. He was the hands for that video and our model for that one to show you all the different components, how to put it together and everything like that. But we have 3 winners, 6 total, but 3 for each platform, and I want to announce those right now. Can I announce them out now? Are we good? Okay, so we're going to start with Facebook first. Okay, so if you're over on Facebook, we're going to start with you guys first. So for third place, which is a material bundle, and again, we always say, if we butcher any names, I apologize. Okay, I apologize in advance. Third place is Rebecca Apley Milk, or Milk. Yes, Rebecca Apley Milk. For second place over on Facebook, which is materials and a Romeo. Do we got a Romeo out there anywhere? That's all right. Oh, yeah. We don't have one down here right this moment. But for the Romeo, which is just double the size of the Juliet, we have for second place is Desiree Sierra Skirbo, or Skirbo. Desiree Sierra Skirbo. And then for first place over on Facebook for our 12 days of Christmas giveaways is none other, and you're going to win materials, a Romeo, and a cutter stand. It is Hatina Netse. Hatina Netse. That's what I have down here, so I'm going to read it the best I can. So we apologize if we get any names wrong. Hatina Netse. So congratulations, Rebecca, Desiree, and Hatina for Facebook giveaways. So now we move over to Instagram. If you're not already a part or following us over on Instagram, make sure that you do so after this live. Don't go anywhere in case you won something, but make sure that if you're not already, that you go and follow us. So for third place materials, and you guys already know that some of these are usernames or handles, so if we botch it, I apologize. Third place over on IG for materials by itself is Desert Studio Art Co. Desert Studio Art Co. Congratulations to you. Second place, which is materials and Juliet, is Krampus Cuties. At Krampus Cuties. Congratulations to you. And then first place, which is the materials, the Juliet, and a cutter stand, is going to be none other than Big Plans, Bigger Dreams. Big Plans, Bigger Dreams. So Desert Studio Art Co., Krampus Cuties, and Big Plans, Bigger Dreams. Congratulations, you guys are IG friends. That one, keep a lookout as well as the next couple of weeks come up, because like I said, we will be running a lot of different not live content, but they're going to be shut down to more of a one-on-one style classroom setting. And we're going to be going over in-depth on cutters. We're going to go in-depth on the software. We're going to go in-depth on materials. So make sure, for the ones that won especially, but everybody, make sure that you're checking out in the next couple weeks everything we have here over at Siser, which means you got to follow us on IG, you got to follow us on TikTok, you got to follow us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook. Make sure that you're a part of the Facebook, the Siser North America support group, where you can stay up to date on everything here at Siser. But with that said, I think it's time to close it down, guys. What do you got? Everybody? Anybody got anything? Anything last minute? All right. Well, until next time, we'll see you again. Oh, forgot one thing, and we probably lost half the audience already. I'm so sorry. In 2 weeks from now, myself and Anna and a few of the others on the team will actually be in Long Beach in California for ISS Long Beach, which is a large trade show that happens every single year in Long Beach, California. It's an awesome event. It's really, really cool. That week leading up to Long Beach, I'll actually be hanging out with my buddy Jared over at Heat Press Nation as well. We'll be getting some live content, doing some fun stuff together. Our friend Courtney Brickner from the Crafty Brick's going to come out. It's a whole thing. So if you guys find yourself in Long Beach here, it's January 23rd to the 25th. 22nd to the 25th, the Wednesday to Saturday, 2 weeks from now. So I think it's the 23rd to the 25th. In Long Beach, at the Long Beach Convention Center, there will be an awesome event going on. It's a massive trade show. You can get involved. There's a ton of demonstrations. There's companies from all over the industry. A lot of us educators are there. A lot of content creators are there as well. So it's going to be a great opportunity for you to get out, really get an understanding for the world that we create every day and the reason why we do this every single day. But until then, we'll see you guys next time. We hope that you guys have a fantastic, fantastic rest of your day. And this was number one. This is the Happy New Year. So Happy New Year's to everybody. Happy holidays, and I'm excited for the next one. Stay creative, everyone. See you next time. Bye.